Hey guys, what is up? Big Red Reviews here, back again with another episode of the Big Red Podcast. I think this is episode number 8. Another Love Island with Kaylin. Lot to talk about. Again, I just want to say outright, there is going to be a lot of Love Island. We are deep in Love Island. Once Love Island's over, it's going to be back to your normal pod. But until then happens, we are here. We have a lot of notes. And first off, let's go ahead and do it. Let's take them off.
Soul and Gabriel, we're right next to each other.
Dumb. We'll get into it. Dumb. They don't know dumb. She served at the end. We'll talk about it. And then, should we? Well, I don't know. Is there much to change? Let me think. Sincere still in Get Out of My Villa.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm tired. I'm still tired of him.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired of Sincere.
Jen can stay there.
They didn't really show Kenzie on the last episode, so
Good.
I'm pretty okay with her staying there. Rude.
Corbin can stay there. Zach can stay in C.
Yeah, he's giving me the ick.
No, I mean, there's almost no one I really want to.
I almost want to drop Bryce.
Why? I don't know why you hate Bryce.
It's not that I hate Bryce. It's just, I don't know. He's very cringy. And then having that conversation with Trinity, which I know we'll probably talk about later.
Which one?
The one about Casey and Anaya. I almost want to drop Trinity just a little bit, too.
I like Bryce. I like that Bryce
is
just...
So Bryce's having to do with it wasn't as bad as Trinity going and talking to Anaya.
I want to drop Anaya. I'm getting a little annoyed of Anaya. No. Yeah, because... And not that she's a bad person. It's just like, okay, I don't think she's made for Love Island. I really don't. And she's part of the problem where that KC had, where Casey's not a good guy, but these guys are scared to even pull people for chats. And Soul calls this out in the episode. She says, it's literally Couple Island, and Casa Amor in 2 days. You guys are not ready for this. And then Anaya's just been on one for like days, and like some of it's justified, but it's like, you know, there's gonna have to be chats here soon. So Anaya's low key an A tier for me. She low key has gone down. I don't know. I feel like Casey is still trying to like feed her a little bit of that like, no, we're okay, we're fine, because she's been. No, you're good. I was asleep. I was taking a nap right before. That's why I was like, I texted Kaylin. I was like, let me know you.
I was gonna say, is that why the end of that text?
Yeah, I literally kept falling asleep sending it because I was like, I was laying down watching YouTube. All of a sudden, I was just like, wow, I'm really tired.
Oh no.
All right, okay.
You gotta wake up.
I'm here. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we just don't move anyone. I mean, I really don't know. Kada, I like Kayla and Kada and Caleb low key. I'm low key seeing it because Caleb is finally doing some shit now. He has balls because he was like,
he pulled Kada and I was like,
in an argument. Yay. They had an argument. Zach and I don't know. I'm scared that Kata's gonna like deny Caleb for Zach, and then Zach's gonna go to like Casa more and fuck her
because she like did the whole wrapped her legs around him when he first came in, and then she did it again in last night's episode. And I was like, is that to try to get back at Zach, or is she actually interested in him?
And Zach's like weird because like he cares, but then like he just seems like he's almost like pimping her out in a sense where he's like, you want to go talk to Kada? It's like, dude, that's your girl right now.
He only wants her when someone else wants her. It seems like
I got the vibe that he's like, trying. He wants out, but he wants not. He doesn't want to be the one to end it, right? Yeah. So that's the vibe I'm getting. He's just gonna like self-sabotage it.
Yeah, which is fine because we can get rid of Zach. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, he's getting a little. I don't know. Like I don't know what he's. He like wants a bombshell. I don't know what he. I don't know.
Over him.
But I think we should just leave it at this point. I guess I don't know. It's like everyone pissed me off. So it's like if everyone pissed me off, then they're at the same length right now. Kenzie said some dumb shit, which we'll get into, because what was the episode before this? Yeah, Soul and Gabriel. What a complete joke of first off, I don't know if you believe this or not. A lot of people, I believe this. Mm-hmm. I think those were not our votes 100%. I do not think Zach and Kada were in the top 4. Something's awry here. Because I'm heavy on social media, especially with. I saw Trinity and Bryce the most. Mm-hmm. I saw, and a lot of people were Soul and Caleb. A lot of people were Soul and Caleb. Yeah. I think what happened was Soul and Caleb were in the top 4, and the producers were like, "Oh no!" And there's another theory we talked about that Bryce is a plant. We talked about that a little bit. God, I always mix these names up.
No, that's okay.
Zach. Everyone's saying Zach's a plant. That's like been the thing for a while.
Yeah,
and they want him to keep going. And so that's why I do think Bryson. I do think Zach and Kata were in the bottom 3, and I think they meshed. I don't know why they still don't. They need to release the numbers of like, because if you go on the app, even they're like they're talking like which guy should go home, which girl.
Oh, yeah,
Corbin was like 70%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kenzie was 70% too. So it's like,
I did see that.
again, then they let it go. It's literally what happened last season, where our votes really don't mean shit, because then it goes down to the Islanders and they're being dumb. So then they just do the dumb shit.
They also don't see as much as what we see, like actually on the show, kind of thing.
Yo.
Hi.
Yep.
Going on podcast. I don't know how to greet it.
It's Bryce and Trinity were definitely in the top 4. I think Casey and I are, but I think I mentioned this last episode. I'm tired of Melanie and Sincere in the same way I'm tired about them. I'm low-key getting tired of Anaya and KC, because it's just like nothing's really happening there. Yeah. So I'm just like kind of like, let's move it on. Let's both break up.
Which I love Anaya. Like, alone by herself, I really, really like her. I feel like Casey's being a little shady. Like, a little, like, secretive.
Anaya's cool. She's beautiful. It's just, I feel like she's just, like, I don't know. She's been, like, the past 3-4 episodes, she's been, like, tweaked out. And I know Casey's been doing some weird shit, but it's, like, she's not Huda level at all. And the only reason I mention that is because, like, every challenge, something happens, like, KC or something, or someone like mentions KC, and she gets like really irritated, and no one else is really getting irritated like that.
But I think it's because he's telling her one thing, and then they're coming out with these challenges and answering questions, and then like picking him for the answer, and she's like, "But wait, why are they picking him?
Then
like,
Bryce
what
explains
do they
it,
know
and then
that
it makes
I
sense.
don't know?" kind of thing.
I don't know.
So I don't know. I think it's just kind of.
She needs to go explore too. That's the other thing. Again, you don't like Soul. I think we'll get into that too. I don't know what I have for my notes. I really liked her final speech she said when she was like,
I didn't.
Why? She is literally telling the truth.
She's saying that it's Couple Island, but as she gave the sense that she came in thinking that she was part of the OG cast. Like, she thought that she had...
No, she didn't.
The way that
she
acted.
She said... this is what she said. My girl Soul.
Okay, go ahead.
She said... Also, I hope you would at least agree. I think she should have... I think her and Caleb should have had immunity, because Corbin had immunity in the first elimination.
Yeah, I could see that.
Remember, because Corbin would have gone home if...
Although Corbin had only been there for 24 hours. They had been there longer
but they
than
weren't even a
24
couple
hours.
for 20... What I meant is, like, not elimination in that way, immunity, but, like, they were put into a couple, and then it was, okay, let's vote for best couple, and then least couple goes home. But it's like, obviously, Caleb and Soul aren't a couple. So I feel like they should have been like, okay, they're out of it. I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. But Soul, I don't know. I liked what she said, because, like, and I like that she admits that, yeah, she went to Sincere. And we all agree at the end of the day, Sincere was, like, a big fuck up in all this. And he did lead Soul on. And Sincere's little comments he was making were pissing me off.
Yeah,
when
I
she
didn't
was
like
talking.
that. I can't agree with that.
Because it's like, dude, are you stupid? I like when she called him out on his bullshit. And he was like, am I the only bad guy here? And I'm like, low key, like, you're the only guy who's like doing like the most evil shit.
Yeah. I did appreciate her basically like telling him
Thank
off.
God.
Because like he needed to hear that, and he's still even in
Gave
that
me
moment.
Kata vibes.
Okay.
Kate hasn't done that in a while, but when she first got here, she was going crazy.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Right.
But yeah.
But it was, I don't know, the speech that she gave at the end, like getting ready to leave, it felt very like victim, like poor me, like people didn't pull me, when in like reality her job was to go in and pull people.
But think about it. Let's move Kenzie over here just because she's all yeah, I just saw that. Here's my thing too, like, she low-key has had like probably one of the worst villa experiences. I mean, she came in, she was stuck with Sincere, who, again, Soul can have her problems, but I think this all stems from Sincere, the man. I think we can agree with that a little bit. Because Sincere, like, she was literally making out. He was making out with her right before that night where they did the letters, and they were making out that night, and then he was like affirming her, and then and then that's why I'm glad she was like, just fucking say that, like, the one thing I want. And she's right at the end of the day. It is Couple Island right now. Casa, and I'm so glad she mentioned.
The point of the bombshell is to come up and break.
That's what she said. It's that's what she said though. Like, no one's available to open. Everyone's saying they're like basically good.
But is she going up and like pulling people kind of thing? Because
apparently she did.
Job.
Again, I don't know if you heard about her and Gabriel had a live stream when they were at the airport, and they were both talking about like, because Gabriel's like, I look like some like kissing free. He was pretty funny actually. He's like, I love kissing, but he's like, he's like, me and Soul had a 40-minute convo when she walked in, and they didn't even show any of that. And so I think the edit this year is atrocious. I do think so. I mean, last year wasn't good either, but I feel like this year they're like, I just keep every time someone gets kicked, we hear about these things, and we don't see them. Like when they did the letters in the background, you can see Bryce and Trinity rereading their letters to each other. I want to see that. I think that's like, not just because I like them, but like that's like the cutesy moments and stuff.
Yeah.
So I believe there's more that we saw, but then again, like in Soul's defense, like okay, yes, maybe Soul didn't pull as many people because she was going for Sincere, but no one was really pulling other people for chats. And I love the only thing that Zach said this episode that I really liked was when the girls were like, we saved Caleb for a fair chance, and he was like, so y'all are gonna pull Caleb tomorrow, right? That was the only thing that made sense to me.
I hated his attitude in that moment.
I did too.
Make sense,
I did too. Like the breakfast thing.
Like,
I hated the little breakfast comment.
Yeah, who's gonna make breakfast for you guys? Or
did
something?
You see people were telling they're like, because in the preview they used that comment. Everyone's like, we know Bryce is making breakfast right there at 9 a.m. for Trinity. He is not he's not doing our girl bad.
Honest, Caleb is making breakfast for whoever doesn't have one.
Or Jen, yeah.
But if any of those other guys would have been like, I'm not making them breakfast because I sent Gabriel home, Caleb would have been like, okay, so I'm making breakfast for 6 people. Like,
yes, yeah, no, that was fucked up. But my only comment that he liked was like, it's like, okay, you're saving Caleb. Like that's where I was like, the girls were like, okay, we're saving Caleb for a chance because they didn't get a chance. So I'm glad he was like, oh, so you're gonna pull Caleb or like be open to a chat with Caleb.
Which is so ironic because it was Caleb
the guys
who
are doing
ends up talking to him.
Caleb, I love Caleb for that, honestly, because like he asked Zach and then he just did it because it's like I don't know, it's good to see Caleb just in his zone a little bit, and
he's very respectful, even in like the whole having to pull someone else's like not girlfriend but like relationship kind of thing that's happening. He was so respectful in that moment and being like, hey, I'm gonna pull her and talk to her. He's
not asking either. I mean, it's one of those things where he's asking, but he's probably gonna do it
no matter what kind of thing.
And Zach's just like
okay.
But then it was low-key funny seeing Zach tweak. That's why I'm like, I think Zach, like, I can't tell if Zach really likes Kater or not, because like he makes it seem like he isn't, but then like he is fucking like tweaked out when him and Kate. He's like, are they kissing? They're kissing.
Like, he can't have her. Like if someone is showing interest in her and he can't have her, like it bothers him.
Then it bothers him. But when he has her, it's like
exactly.
And again, they already fucked. So it's like once that happened, it was like, yeah. And then that was a big thing. I'm trying to think of. What are the 2 episodes? It was the letter episode. Then it was this thing, or was letter episode before?
Letter episode.
We talked about the letter episode already.
We did.
That was Tuesday. Okay.
And then the next one, they had a little bit of time in between because Casey and I were good. They had the elimination, and then we saw the fairy tale challenge last night.
Horrible challenge. I'm getting tired of these challenges.
It
was fun. The foot kissing. I'm not like super into feet or whatever the fuck it is. I'm not saying it because like I don't like it or whatever. It's more like that. I feel like there was no purpose to that part.
Yeah, like it was so random.
It was because like at the end you're gonna kiss your couple anyway, so it's like
it hit me halfway through the challenge that I was like, oh my god, whoever is kissing the girl at the end, they just licked everybody's toes, and now you're making out with someone at the end. That is so gross. I'm like, I cannot.
I thought it was kind of funny when was it Zach brought Kenzie to Caleb. I thought it was pretty fucking funny.
That was funny.
It was Zach be doing like that's the little thing Zach does where I kind of it's kind of funny as shit. And then I it was kind of funny to see that bro moment between him and Bryce. Where like, and that's why I just like Bryce because like Trinity kisses Zach.
No, they just feel so toxic.
I don't think Bryce is. I really don't think Bryce is.
I don't know.
Because anytime like Bryce says anything, like he just goes straight to Trinity and be like, yeah, this happened. I'm sorry. I said this, and that. And then Kate, I don't know why it's such a big deal for Casey voting for Soul to stay because it was between.
Which I don't even think he technically did.
He was the only one even advocating for her.
So I went back and rewatched the conversation at the very end last night, like 3 times between Trinity and Bryce because when Trinity goes to Anaya at the very end of the episode, I was like, I feel like that's not what he said. Like the way that she was like, yes, because she was like, Trinity said that Bryce told her that that Casey voted for her to stay, and was like, oh, he wanted her to stay, but I don't think that's what he said.
I thought it was because I remember hearing multiple times from different people during that episode, like, oh, and Casey voted for Soul to stay.
No, okay. So Bray said that he was making it sound like he wasn't a part of the decision for her to stay, but he actually said for her to go.
And you know what that sounds like? What a lot of people are saying. A lot of people think Sincere was the spearhead of that and was like pushing for Soul. That pissed me off when Sincere said, "Oh, we voted." Wait, did the boys vote? The boys voted for the boys. No, the boys voted for the girl.
To go.
When Sincere said, "We voted for this person because they're not in a stable relationship," it's like, brother, you're the one who I hated that shit. And then his little comments, he's just dumb. Yeah. I hated him. And then I don't know. And then they voted, and then the other girls voted Caleb, which really does. I mean, Gabriel. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, as much as I love Caleb, and I'm glad he's here because he is the most interesting to me because I think he is the most like down to earth one, but also like he's one of the only people that his future's up in the air big time. Again, he wasn't in a couple, so like the guys were going to get Soul because the guys were going for Soul, and I see what they were doing. And they even said they were like, well, if we knew you were getting Gabriel off, we would have done who'd they say, Corbin or something, because Corbin or was it?
No, they said they were going to do Kenzie because the way that they explained it, they're like, oh, Kenzie did the same thing, which I had a problem with too. Kenzie doesn't do the exact same because Kenzie has her faults, and I can admit that even though I still like her. She was honest with both guys except for the one at the end with Corbin.
Whoa.
The one with Corbin is the
it's
only
not that she's
one
like
she didn't
flat out
say,
like lying
but
a lot.
She's saying to both of them, hey, I want to pursue this person. Hey, I want to pursue this person. She made her decision on who she wanted to pursue and has been with him since. Technically, she also
had a comment I didn't like either.
Okay, we'll get there. But she also didn't pick Caleb technically in the like recoupling when she was originally
but she made a big, and that was my other thing too, the two bomb. Also, we haven't had a bombshell in like 9 episodes, and we haven't had a date yet.
That we're supposed to have one, and they still
I think all the ones that are leaked, I think those all cost some more people.
Maybe.
Because I don't know if you saw, they're like filming on the beach or whatever. That's definitely Casa. First off, I thought Casa Amor was Monday. It's Sunday. So
why are they putting it in theaters on Monday?
I don't know. Whoever's watching that in theaters, you're an idiot.
We already pay for Peacock.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the hell?
I'll pop my own popcorn at home.
Right, I'm not doing that. I'm not watching people like kiss toes and shit in the theater with people.
Exactly, on a big screen.
No, I'm good.
12 other people.
Yeah, I would go to like one of those watch parties. Have you seen those downtown?
Yes, I want to go so bad because
I have Logan
like the villa.
And Nick was there.
Really?
And, like, yes. Sunday.
I saw that because he came
told him to give me a video.
Like, signed something like in the
cool. It's weird asking them for autographs because
know.
like they really haven't done anything.
No, they didn't sign like autographs. He like signed this big like it was like a chair or a surfboard or something like that. That was like decoration.
Oh, for a decoration. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna watch that, but yeah, it's just weird. And that, back to like the Soul thing, like she does have a point. Again, you might not like everything she said. She has a point where she said, "You guys have to be ready because Casa Amor is coming up," and it's like that's very true because I think a lot of these people, girls and guys, are as much as strong as they're saying. They're folding. And I think maybe not the whole cast, but a lot of this cast is folding in Casa Amor. Bryce is Zach's folding.
Yeah, Zach for sure.
Corbin, I don't know. Like, as much as I don't like Corbin and Kenzie, like, I do think Corbin really does like Kenzie.
I don't know, because so they make out in the bedroom, right? Keep it between us. It's a secret, blah, blah, blah.
She tells Jen.
I mean, hello, it's a girl.
Also, did you clock that her and once Jen, another blonde girl guy here, Kenzie, like, is just with her the whole time? I saw people talking about that.
Okay, that's overthinking things. Don't make that face. Okay, Corbin, I think, is going to find someone in Casa.
You think they're really this all comes down to if they give him the option. Because wasn't there one year where they were like, oh, you have the option to stay with your couple?
I think so.
They have to, but with this season, because the big complaint is that it's too closed off already, they're gonna have to make them go.
Yeah, they're not gonna give them the option this year.
Jen obviously is gonna. I mean, Jen has no one, so
yeah.
Melanie, I don't know, like.
Melanie, I see staying loyal to Sincere because it's like their second chance kind of thing.
Yeah, Sincere's not staying loyal.
No,
I don't know, though, because I feel like if Melanie's there for a week and she gets a nice connection off rip, I could see her like, wow, this is like a nice thing. Like, not in a bad, malicious way.
Yeah, but like she finds like an actual connection.
Kenzie, I can easily see. I mean, again, that was the one quote she said that I think was bullshit, was she was like, and it was so satisfying seeing Corbin and Kenzie realize that America doesn't really like them. Oh, right. When Corbin was like, America doesn't like us. Like, I get a kiss. Yeah, we don't like. Again, we don't like hate them, but it's like just in this context of the show. I don't think like you should be shit talking.
I don't know if I like them together. I like Kenzie separate from him.
I think I agree because like Kenzie, like again, because then she said, "I'm not lustful." I'm like, all right.
Well.
And then the same episode, her legs are like spread when she was getting made out with by Corbin. It's like, but she even admits it. Like it's not even like a lie. She admits like I'm really like yes, they have this emotional thing growing, but she was literally like. Corbin's really attractive and like I'm horny.
Like
she's like, I haven't been fucked in a year and a half. You know, so it's like you're kind of lustful, so that's kind of bullshit. But I don't know if she'd fold. But then again, Casa Amor is what is it? A week apart?
It's a week.
That's a long time in this villa. Like I could see honestly, technically, again, I don't know if I'm just blinded. I think Bryce and Trinity are. I don't know. I don't see it. I really don't see it. I could
see Zach convincing him to do something.
Do you think we're past that yet, though? Because, like, I feel like Trinity proved to Bryce that, like, Zach's just bullshit. Because, like, in her letter, she was like, you make me laugh the way no one understands.
Yeah, but then you turn around and they're, like, hugging in the kitchen and between each other's legs.
Yeah, that's
and,
like, come on. That's just, like, funny stuff. Like, come on.
Which is totally fine. Like, that's fine. But I really and truly think that Zach has a lot of pull over Bryce.
I hope not. I really hope. I mean, I could easily see Bryce and Trinity... I don't see them, like, if they do break up, I feel like it's one of those things where maybe after the show they realize, like, all this shit and maybe I just really hope they're, like, end up, I just really like them, like, together.
That age difference, though, is a big
I think it's a fun, oh, that's another thing, you mentioned age difference. Melanie's over here, Caleb's young, and it's like Corbin, but then in her credit, she did say Corbin is 22 as well, but I don't know why the girls keep bringing up ages, because it's like, I get Caleb's young, but it's like Corbin's 22 and Caleb's
and Bryce though. That's a 7-year difference.
That's fine. My mom and dad were 10, so
okay.
Yeah, he's dead. So happy Father's Day. No, I get his age difference, but I think Trinity helps with that.
You bounce back from that real fast every time.
That's how it is. You just,
I'm like, okay.
You know, it's humor shit. But if I feel like Trinity helps that situation because like Trinity is for her age like pretty mature. I mean like. Her convo she be having is actually pretty mature, and I just think Zach. I think they just both work each other so well because Zach's like, oh my god, fuck.
I'm gonna get you like a little name.
It won't even help me. I don't know why they're just like so synonymous with each other.
It's okay.
I just think Bryce is kind of like emotionally mature. I just think
Bryce?
So. I think he is. I mean, he's able to like. Where was that one scene that happened where? He had to explain what someone was feeling in this last episode, but I don't know. He's just really good at like explaining things. I think him and Trinity really work well with each other. I don't know. I just think they're one of the only couples that really don't fight. Like they set that trailer up for them to fight.
Fighting doesn't always mean that it's a good relationship. Like fighting doesn't mean it's a good relationship.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like, but they're acknowledging like, oh yeah, we're having these hardships, and we like. I like that Trinity's the type of person where she's like, I'm talking it out. I like that. I think they're strong, but I think Kata might fold. I mean, she's
like a 50-50 for me.
I don't know, because then she's over here like, oh, I'm very open. It's like, okay, we don't know.
But is she only saying that because Zach is saying that?
I don't know, because she even said that before a little bit, before Zach started being weird. There's no way she's not clocking how weird Zach's being. Because, like, you just, like, if you fuck me and you're doing that, like, I'm just going to be pissed off. Like,
again, instantly he was like, would you be pissed if a bombshell came in? Like, that whole thing.
He keeps mentioning a hypothetical bombshell because he knows in the back of his head Casa Amor's coming up. So it's like... And then I don't see. I mean, I see everyone having a thing. I could see Bryce and Trinity each having a thing, and that's probably gonna be the arc they focus on because they always focus on one of the couples, you know, where they either decide to come back together or not. That'll be a big thing. If they don't come back together, I'm fucking killing myself in GTA. So I got some notes here. I had a lot of notes.
I know, I did too. It's really bad. Like everything that would happen, I was like, I gotta write that down.
I'll read one, then you read one.
Okay.
My first thing is, Sincere says she's not in a progressive couple, ... No shit. It's like, that was like the first thing that really just got me heated, because I'm like, Sincere, like, no shit she isn't. So it's like, but and I'm glad the girls called out. Why is Sincere the one doing that? That is just fucked up. I don't know if that was a production. Someone said the production made them do that, but then why would the girls be calling it out? Why would they show that? Because then it's like, I think the guys just flat out are stupid and just like made him say it.
The guys really made me feel like they were so dumb during that episode. Like,
I think both sides were. The temper tantrum was bad. Like, I mean, I don't think the girls were. I don't really get the girls' vote either, but I mean,
I understand there's a little bit.
Well, they said, what did they say? They said Gabriel I have that written down.
I was gonna say I think I have it written down.
Oh yeah, we'll get to Gabriel. I have it written down.
Okay.
What's your first note?
Soul being surprised and annoyed that Soul did the same thing to her that he did to Melanie.
So
like, why are you confused?
Confused that Sincere did this?
Yeah, that Sincere basically does the exact same
thing
he let
her
Soul as to Melanie. But if, as a girl, if you watch a man cheat on a girl, lie to her face,
but
and
how much does she know of that though? Because I feel like again we see everything.
No, they have conversations.
Yeah, but Sincere's moving in a way where he's literally taking them to soul ties, and he's like, "Yeah, you're my one." Again, it all falls down to Sincere because he could have easily just been like, "I'm exploring both of you right now, and then I'll make a decision."
Right.
Instead, he's like, "You're my main focus," and he tells Soul that the day of, so that's why she thought it was it, and then. I don't know. I really don't see Soul being a bad person.
Not that she's a bad person, but I'm just kind of like, why are you surprised when he did the exact same thing to you as he did to Melanie, kind of thing? Like he leads both of them on. You watch him go from like being in this relationship with Melanie to turning around and full focus on Soul. Like as a girl, like that's a red flag.
But she did. But the stuff between him and Melanie where they were fighting, whatever. She wasn't there for that.
No, but
she got there when they were kind of like iffy,
right?
Already.
But like even if they're iffy, but they're in a relationship, I don't think she was.
I mean, she was packing her luggage, and like Jen was the only one there.
I did notice that too. I think I put that on here.
Speaking of Soul, yeah, my second point is Soul. Again, to me, Soul is right in saying it's couple island, where of course you're going to be in couples, but no one. And this is not even just a Soul thing. I know Soul could have probably done better. No one's really pulling each other for chats, and excluding bombshells. No one's doing chats anyway. Like someone mentioned, like we haven't seen a chat in like 3 episodes. We haven't. Again, this season's chopped, and we'll get into that because there's a lot of things they haven't done yet. Which is, and we're halfway through.
Yeah, we are halfway.
But that was my second point. I just had to mention we were talking about Soul already.
I put Sincere wanting to be friends with Soul and put the eye rolling emoji because he had mentioned. When they were like sitting on the couch together, he's like, "I just want to be your friend," and I was like, "I hate that with every."
We'll get into that because Kenzie and Caleb shit happened too. I have that as one of my points. We'll get into that.
I don't know if I put that one.
And then I have my number 3 is Gabe is one of the only guys to have the balls to explore a little bit. That's what I said. And my whole thing with Gabe is that they said the girls were my thing with the girls that I didn't like was they were like, oh, I forgot exactly what they said. They said something like you're not in a committed, like you've tried and haven't really found like a relationship.
Like they said that he was very lustful.
No, that I get, but no, I get the lustful thing. But then again, the guy said Kenzie's lustful. They're both lustful, but Gabe. No, they said another comment about Gabe. It was like you don't have like a good foundation. You haven't found that foundation yet, and all of us kind of have. They said something like that, and it's like Beatrice. That pissed me off because like Beatrice got voted out. And then that's why the guys even made the point. But the guys had good points, but they were just bitching the whole time.
The problem was with that, like not building a foundation, was that like him and Jen instantly like jumped into bed together and like started doing stuff.
Oh well, I mean everyone's.
I think it was
I don't think that's such a. I mean, as much as I shit on it, it's
like a day, 2 days, and they were already like his underwear was at the bottom of the bed.
Kaylin, honestly, I think. Most people, like, you're in this villa with hot ass people. If you get coupled, I think you're gonna fucking fool. I don't.
But that's not every person that's on.
But I'm not saying that you have to. Like Anaya's not doing that. Again, back to the dumbass grandma comment. No,
I hate him for that.
Yeah, that's like. I don't think that's like a bad thing. But then again, like what I'm saying is like, Beatrice got sent home. We voted them together. Right. They're building that. They had that convo right before he got sent home, where they were like, obviously the physical stuff's great, but I'm getting to know you a little bit better. Like, he has his little act, because he's speaking English, which was cute. I really did start liking them a bit. But then they're over here saying like he doesn't have a connection. It's like, yeah, no shit. Bay got sent home, and then now you're sending him home when he has a connection. That I just didn't see the.
I think it was just more of like the physical stuff, and then the fact that like any chance that he
physical.
Yes.
Kenzie and Corbin that's all they're doing. Kenzie had to split legs like this.
But they have known each other longer, technically, in the villa than what Jen and Gabriel did. So it's kind of like
I'm not talking about like the long stuff. I'm just like, in all honesty, Caleb should have been the one to fucking get the vote. As much as that would have, but I'm telling you, the producers know we like Caleb.
Oh,
so they basically said Caleb's off limits,
so they
immediately
Corbin or Gabriel.
And what was also weird was they immediately when the convo first started, it wasn't like immediately like even Caleb's safe. It was immediately Corbin's safe, and everyone's like,
it's because him and Kenzie are in like an actual relationship compared to the other two.
We just voted them apart, and now they're back together. Our votes don't mean shit anymore. Our votes mean shit for like 20 hours, and then it's like back to normal. Okay,
so putting her with Caleb though was like putting her in a new connection to see if the other connection was.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm glad you mentioned that because both boy bombshells that have come into this villa, the girls have saved for Kenzie, and I'm getting tired of it now.
Okay, now we're going back. Okay,
we're going back because like it's like, is it Kenzie Island? As much as I love Kenzie, like I don't think she's Corbin, as horrible as people say.
Okay, so with Corbin, she was single. She was about to be kicked out of the island if she wasn't in a relationship. This was back at the very beginning when we really liked her. The girls gave her an opportunity to make a connection with Corbin.
Well, Melanie
did. Well, Melanie.
Melanie, can I get a kiss?
Oh my gosh,
Have you seen the AI rebooting video?
Yes.
Where he's just like, can I get a kiss?
Yes.
That shit is hilarious. I think as much as I think Corbin's like just weird, he's funny as shit. So like, I just think they're gonna keep him around for a bit.
He's got a very interesting sense of humor because it's very like flat.
Have you noticed that he's like the biggest fan of Bryce and Trinity? I saw people like that. Every time they're together, he's always like, yeah. Like there's a picture of them making out in one of the challenges, and he's like this in the back. I love that.
I can't.
What were you saying about?
Oh, so
sorry.
We were at Kenzie Island. She got first dibs with Corbin basically because she was single. She had mentioned during the episode, my typical my dream guy is a cowboy. In walks in the cowboy. So that's why they've kind of like saved him. Well, I think that's kind of like why both of the bombshells were kind of like saved for Kenzie kind of thing with the girls because it made sense. She wanted a cowboy. Caleb was a cowboy. Corbin comes in and is single. Kenzie is single. So like, I think it was just like by chance kind of thing, like on the girls' part and on her part. So
my thing with Kenzie that I just do not like, because I've been the recipient of this, which we'll get into. Especially when we get to when she was talking to him later about the friend shit. I'm so glad he shut that down right away. We're gonna get into that part.
Yeah, that part I wasn't a huge fan of. But I also kind of feel like keeping the peace, like it's almost like keeping the peace kind of thing. But it's like
don't do that like 12 hours after this shit. We'll get it because like we'll get into that because that's one of my points. But my whole thing is like okay, you're telling him it's the same thing with Sincere, but it's like you're telling him, okay, now I'm gonna spend time on focusing you, and it's like, but you're not doing that because then again, I don't care if her and Corbin have a connection. That's cool. Like I'm sure they'll be good together, but just like don't say, oh, I don't see, but don't tell Caleb because remember that one day then she was walking around like yelling. She's like, I'm done. If Corbin just thinks I'm a kiss or something. Remember she was like talking shit about Corbin. Then it's like I'm gonna focus on Caleb, and she goes to Caleb. She's like, I'm gonna focus on you. I'm gonna focus on you. And then they kiss that night and make out, and she's like, I only want you, Corbin. It's like, okay, well, Caleb's fucked. I instantly thought he was going home. I love that Caleb was like, I thought I was going home. I had a speech ready.
I know, I noticed that.
Which I don't blame him. Again, I think they should have had immunity just from this because they were set up to both go home. I mean, if the girls didn't vote that way, or if the girls didn't vote that way, it would have been the easiest pick ever. Did I mention Gabe's one of the only guys to have the balls to explore a little bit?
No.
Well, he's really the only guy to have 2 girls. If you think about
I mean, yes, but I think his exploring was again. It goes back to him being just very physical, and I don't know if it's like the way that they show him in the show.
Apparently, it is. That's what he said on the.
Or if it's like I don't know.
He explains it. Remember, he explained it. He was like and apparently that's what he said on. And Beatrice said this as well on a live stream. A lot of him and Beatrice's convos were cut because they were speaking in Spanish to each other the whole time. Because I remember he said,
comfortable.
And he said he's able to express himself more. Yeah. But when he has to be in English, it's more talk a little bit, but more like physical things and stuff. So they could have just translated the. I know.
I would have been.
I don't know why we're not dumb.
Just like
we're really not dumb.
Well, the production slightly.
But then that influences our votes. Then so it's like I'm sure, I bet you if we saw more of that, Gabe would like now Gabe the public perception of Gabe is turning, but it's already too late because it's like, well, he's gone. So, what number are you on? 3?
I don't remember. Let me see.
I'm on 4. We are on 4. Okay, I already
4.
said.
Yeah.
So my 4 is I was pissed. I said our votes don't mean shit. They definitely rig shit. That's what I said.
I could see that.
There's just no plausible way that's our votes. And
yeah,
I mean, I think Bryce and Trinity are top 4. I think Casey and Anaya were top 4. Caleb, I'm telling you, Caleb and Kenzie.
I don't think Mel and Sincere were.
I don't think so either. I really don't.
That was the one when they called Mel and Sincere. I was like,
I was shocked.
No way.
I mean, them and even Kata and Zach to a point. Those were like the two couples where I'm like
really?
I'm seeing comments with like 50,000 likes of people being like, let's vote Caleb and Caleb and Soul, and it's like. I think they meddled with them a little bit. I think the production really likes Melanie and Sincere for some reason, and I think they really like Zach and Kata. I think those are the two couples. Like you can always get the vibe during a season. Like Amaya was like heavily picked through from production and all.
Because she was again a fan favorite.
Yeah,
so she kind of got pushed.
Yeah, that was me being. That was my number 4.
My number 4 was Jen calling out that Sincere was the common denominator and that the girls weren't really upset with each other. I was like, I'm glad that somebody sees that because like it really is. Just
makes us feel better because we're seeing more shit than they are, and it's
exactly.
It does make Soul look a little crazy, and it makes Soul and Melanie look crazy. So I'm glad again, movie night needs to really fucking show that off. Like, I need to see Sincere talking to Soul and then going to Melanie and lying to her face. Because then Melanie needs to get as much as I'm not really a big fan of Melanie, she needs to get out of that because I agree with that. The other thing with Jen that you mentioned, I don't think I wrote it down, was I don't know, like it feels like the girls are almost like persuading her that her and Gabe had nothing. I don't know if I got that vibe or not because like. They were talking to her, then at the end she's like, yeah, I guess like we just were physical and that was really it. I'm like, no, Jen, you guys really had that connection.
I mean, I don't know if it's like the girls convincing her, or if she's like looking back on their time and being like, maybe we didn't talk as much kind of thing.
I mean, compared to everyone else, no, but it's like I think they did have a connection. Like Gabe even says on the live, like there was a lot of stuff that they didn't even just show of them. But then the girls kept being like, well, you and Gabe weren't even like. And then she's like, I could see them like trying to persuade her. I was like, Jen, just live your island.
Like helping her kind of move past it almost. Like it might be out of like trying to make themselves feel a little bit better, but also trying to like help her not dwell on it kind of thing, just so she doesn't get stuck in the my partner went home kind of thing.
Before we go on, let me ask this question. Do you think if anyone goes home right here, do you think the other person in the couple will go home with them? No one.
I don't think so. I think there will be a threat of it. I don't think anybody is actually going to go home with their couple.
I think Trinity's going home if Bryce goes home. She said that to Beatrice.
I can see the girls, though, convincing her to stay.
Yeah, but I feel like Trinity's just the type that she's gonna like. She's really kind of boss head, like in a good way. Like she's like, I don't know. She really likes that man.
She does.
She's
and it
falling
could turn
heavy.
Into, I'll see him on the outside. I have to finish my experience.
I hope not. I don't think anyone would, but I think they have the biggest chance. Except like maybe like a performative Zach moment, but Zach doesn't leave. Like Zach just doing it
Zach
for
definitely
performative.
would not. And they wouldn't let Zach leave because I have a feeling that they're gonna bring Charlie in for.
I heard about that too. We need. I wanted to see Soul and Casa because I think Soul would have done hella numbers in Casa.
I don't. Again, it depends on if she actually was like pulling people to talk.
That's my mom. Okay, my next one, number 5, is just quick. It just says "fuck Sincere."
Okay.
Because I was watching and he was just making those dumbass. He's like that when Soul's talking. I hated that. That shit was pissing me off.
And I wasn't a huge Soul fan, but when he was starting to do that stuff, I was like, "Are you?"
It's like you did all this. Hi. Hi. That was my number 5.
Okay. I'm tired of the analogies this season.
Yeah, Sincere's doing it. Soul did it. Soul was like, that's why everyone was like, wait, does Soul and Sincere have a thing? Because like Soul was like, she's like, I had apple pie, and then someone else did it too. I forgot who did it. I'm like, yeah, I'm tired of it.
Him with the planes and the fish and the like. I'm so tired. I'm like, do these people not have a single unique thought happening in their brains? Because the fact that we keep going back to analogies is killing me.
It's funny as shit. This one we already talked about a little bit. I said Soul and Caleb should have had immunity like Corbin. I just think they were set up to fail.
See, I just think that Corbin, because he was there less than 24 hours when they did the first recoupling, that was the only reason why they gave him that
but here's the thing with that, and I don't know. You hate my girl Soul for some reason.
I don't hate
listen.
her. I'm just not a huge fan.
They've been in the villa for a few days now. Okay, right. But here's my thing: is like, okay, you're put into a couple against your will. Ariana Madix is like, okay, you and Soul are a couple now, right?
Which was saving them in that moment.
Which was. But then it's like, I already knew, you could instantly tell, okay, when you open the app after the episode, it's, oh, we have to vote for favorite couple. And it's like, that's a dick move, low-key. Because it's like, you might as well have kicked them off. Again, we didn't know the girls were going to vote that way. Yeah. But you might as well have kicked them off that night. I remember a lot of people were saying that. Because it's like, what's the point? They've been a couple for... When voting opened, they were a couple for 45 minutes in our time. Because the episode ended, and 45 minutes later, voting opened. That's it. So, like, obviously, they're going to be bottom tier. Now, I don't think production expected them to get a lot of votes. Because we were all like... Because we all kind of sympathize with Caleb and Soul, and everyone was like, Soul too. Soul is a lot of Caleb. No, Soul too. But a lot of people were like, oh, let's give them a shot. Let's just boost them because... And it was more so, yeah, we have sympathy for them, but a lot of people were voting for them because we just weren't agreeing with somehow the Islanders were moving too. Yeah. So... I think that's when production was like, shit, like, you know, and then maybe they told the girls to vote for Gabe. I don't know, you know, that's where it gets a little...
I mean, at the end of the day, it's a TV show. You know, like, they're going to tell them sometimes what to do and push them in certain directions. And
can't wait till the season's over to hear about all this shit then.
And it might not even be right after the season's over.
No, it's going to be a while.
It's going to be a
little bit. Because
we're
we're hearing shit from, like, season 6 right now.
Yeah, I did notice that, too.
Tell them about it. What's yours?
But, I was shocked that Melanie and Cecile were in the top 4.
Yeah. I just don't believe that.
Yeah.
I mean, Melanie has fans.
She does.
Somehow has like...
She does.
But like, Sincere...
He has nobody.
I don't know.
I have not...
I've not seen a single Sincere supporter.
Exactly. A single person that supports him. Right. Like, it's absolutely insane.
My next one's in all caps. I said no dates. No dates, and we're 2 weeks in.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
And now now Sunday's Casa, Amor. We've had, so you're telling me, we've had 2 bombshells. Three. No.
2, 3, 4. Because Corbin, 5, 6, Kata, and Gabriel.
Oh, I'm sorry. In the past week, we've had 2 bombshells. That's what I meant to say. Yeah. 2 bombshells in a week. And the Hideaway, a couple has had sex in the villa, and we have yet to have a date. Yeah. But the Hideaway's open, and Casa Amor is Sunday. What? Yes. I don't know what we're doing. But we're having toe licking competitions. I don't know why I'm so pissed about that.
It was so weird, and they were explaining the challenge, like whatever they're supposed to be doing at the very beginning of it, and I'm like, what?
Well, like I understood the first part, and then they're like, yeah, you gotta kiss everyone's feet. They're like, you gotta kiss everyone's feet and then put the shoe on. And it's like, well, the shoe's obviously gonna go to their maiden anyways, so what's up with the kissing part? Exactly. Bryce liked it a little too much.
It was a little much for me.
The fact Bryce. Are we gonna have no dates this season?
I don't know.
Because what Casa Amor?
I don't know.
They might send
doing.
someone from Casa on a date. Maybe that's what they're doing. Because maybe think about it, because they know all these couples are closed off, so maybe they're gonna send the new couples on dates. Maybe try to speed up their maybe they're cooking if we see that. Because think about it, what's a date gonna do besides? Because there's no couples right now that are like, maybe the only thing they could have done was like Caleb and Kata on a date. But I think you have to be in a couple to go on a date.
I want to say in the past I don't know.
Because Jeremiah and Huda had a date last year. Iris and Jeremiah had a date, and that's when Jeremiah was like, I kind of still want, like, that's when him and Iris like, I don't see us like that. Yeah. And then.
But I'm trying to think back to season 6, because I remember like someone coming back, and sorry, but I want to say that someone came back and like their partner was pissed or something like that. I gotta go back and rewatch it. So again, I said it in the comments on the last one. I was 2 months postpartum. Chase was pissed. 2 months. No, I think she was talking about me when I was watching. No, but I also didn't correct you. I was probably like, yeah.
What did I say?
You said Cordell instead of Kendall. And Cordell, we love Cordell.
God.
He's lovely.
Who had the nude leak?
Kendall.
I was playing zombies with Chase today, and they were telling me about like one of their nudes got leaked. I was like,
it was a lot. But yeah, in season 6, I was 2 months postpartum and had a brand new baby and not sleeping. So
makes sense.
I probably need to go back and rewatch because it was a great season. I need to rewatch.
Probably after this season, I'm gonna rewatch it.
So,
what's your next one? How many do you have left?
For this episode, I have 3 left.
Okay, I have 3 as well.
I put the irony of Sincere saying that Kinsey jumps from person to person and the way that he was talking about how she was talking to Corbin and Caleb at the same time. It's like, but you did the same thing.
Also, again,
worse.
You're supposed to do that, but just stop lying. Like the two people, it's ironic that the two people who have tried to talk to more than one person both kind of just lied to both of the candidates a little bit.
Didn't do it as much.
No, not as much. She did it.
But not as bad as Sincere. Sincere straight up was like lying to people's faces. Like,
no, Sincere's the worst.
Since day one.
I've never really hated a person on Love Island more than like Sincere.
I hate his haircut too. It's at the point where I hate his
haircut. I think his hair is pretty cool.
The weird like.
Oh yeah, the line.
I don't like it.
My next thing is Caleb is validated in the friend part with Kenzie. That's what I wrote. Because Kenzie, I knew again, coming from someone who has been in this situation. The minute Kenzie pulled my man Caleb I knew that shit was where that was going, where she was gonna be like, well, I want to stay friends, and it's like maybe he does, but like okay, you're doing this like 12 hours now. After. It's like, and I'm glad like he just was never rude to her still, but he was like,
he was still very respectful.
But he's not invalidating his own feelings, and that's why I just like Caleb a lot, because like maybe another guy on the island, I don't know who, but one of them would be like, take it out on the girl as well.
Yeah.
So
I think that conversation should have been I'm sorry, I ended up having more feelings for Corbin. I should have been more honest.
I would have gained a lot of respect for Kenzie for that
kind of thing.
Instead it was like the whole main thing for them too, for that. Kenzie, instead of doing that, what she should have done was just like trying to salvage a friendship. And like, again, now it's going to be interesting because I mentioned this last podcast. If Caleb starts getting a girl, people are like, I don't know. I could to see how maybe she could. Maybe she'll be like, oh shit, especially with Corbin, and maybe she'll try to rebound, or that'll be interesting to see. But what was your third?
Just Casey saying that he would have explored Soul. Like I thought him saying that after the fact was like.
He's been saying that for a few episodes now. He should have just done it. Because he was like, oh, well, Sincere went for it, so what? Yeah. And that was the only thing that Soul did was kind of implant that in some of their heads now. Like, I remember Casey, like, the next day was like, Soul was right. We kind of have to explore a little bit. I think all of them deep down know they want to explore. But, like, I think that's Zach's whole thing. He's alluded to it where he's like, I haven't really explored. Like, it was just Kate off rip. But then again, he's just doing it in a weird way.
But he also was the one, too, that said when Soul and Jen both come. Was it Soul and Jen that came in? And he was like, oh, I'm closed off.
That was right after Jen came in, I think. Because that's when Zach was like, yeah, I told you, like, I'm closed off. And then, like, the next day, he's like, it feels like a relationship. And it's like, no shit, you just closed off.
Which is crazy.
You're not supposed to close off to, like, after Casa.
Thank you.
I mean,
this is supposed to be, like, 2 weeks to the end kind of thing. Not 2 weeks into the season.
That's why I
don't understand.
I hope they start spewing the dates out when this Casa thing happens to try to really switch them up a bit.
Too. Yeah.
Let me see. I said Sincere can pathologically lie, and Casey can call Anaya a grandma for not wanting to smash. But Bryce, this is more targeted towards. I see a lot, like not a lot, but I see a lot of people online saying like Bryce is the worst guy in the villa. Like you can not like Bryce, that's fine. But like
I don't know if I'd say he was the worst.
But I see some people saying that for some reason, and that's why I had to put this here because it was like. I said Sincere can pathologically lie the whole time. Sincere, like most of the majority of the viewers, Sincere is the worst guy from what I see. But they're still like, and then KC can call Anaya a grandma for not wanting to smash.
So rude.
But Bryce is the worst for again. He did the Kata shit, but then he apologized and kind of moved on from that. Like, I don't think he's the. That's just me liking Bryce, but Sincere is easily the worst guy in this villa.
Oh,
I mean, he has no redeeming.
Yeah.
And what's crazy, I said this. I was watching this episode last night with Brooke, and I was like. He was giving it again. That was the other thing. Why is he giving? How is he the one giving advice to everyone?
But I hated that. I even text you, and I was like,
"You did.
What is happening?"
You did text me. That's what I was like.
Giving advice?
But here's what's ironic: like some of his advice, like, isn't bad, but it's like you don't take your own advice. So it's like when I tell people like, yeah, you gotta like lose some weight. I just don't eat. I it's like he gives good advice, but then it's like, who was he giving advice to last night? It was
Caleb.
Yeah.
I was like, do not ruin my sweet angel baby.
And again, it comes off.
How dare you?
It comes off the same way as it came off with Zach, where you're like telling him to go explore other people's couples, and it seems like you want you and Melanie to try to win. So you're gonna try to ace it and break up all these other couples. That's the vibe I always got with Zach. Even I don't like that. I don't know.
It's very like playing the game.
Go break up KC and Anaya.
Yeah.
What's your next one?
So I'm on this.
Is that it?
On the next episode. Yeah.
I have one. I kind of can join them, but
no, that's okay.
Melanie, I didn't like when Melanie said Seoul was a field trip or a friend trip or something.
Oh, I did.
A friend trip. I didn't like that comment. It was quick, but like, again, I think Melanie means well, but then like she has those little moments that's like kind of narcissistic. Like when she was like, "I got my man back" in front of Seoul, and then when she said Seoul was a friend trip, I'm like, Melanie. I mean, they were making out and doing like you haven't seen that shit, but like, and that's Sincere's fault. But it's like that was my one thing that I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, you got damn, girl.
I know. This was the last episode.
Oh my god! What episode is this? Is for the
this is last night's
one.
episode.
Oh god!
So these are like some we've already talked about, like the girls. The girls stating that Gabriel was always looking for the next person and that he wasn't like fully invested with who he was with at the time. I don't think he was fully invested with Jin. I think that if there was another bombshell that came in, he easily would have been like, who is that kind of thing.
My thing is, say that whole thing again. It was not the first part. Gabe wasn't what?
Gabe wasn't like fully invested in.
But that's not my thing. Is that's where I just disagree. Because it's not his fault.
With Beatrice too.
I don't think the edit made it seem like that.
Soul and Jin in the same day.
Yeah, because
Beatrice even
again, the kissing was a lot. The kissing was a lot. But that goes back to my point, which I would hope you agree on, because I think it's true. He's the only one who those bombshells came in. He was really the only one who went after a bombshell.
But go and have a conversation. Don't instantly make out.
But then again, like, with him, I mean, I don't know. They
2 kisses in 12 hours.
That's fine.
And he had a connection with Beatrice. He cried when she left.
Yeah, because we didn't even see half of that. Again, the shit ass edit.
Made out with 2 girls that were.
And then again, okay, I'm gonna say it like, yeah, he kissed them and stuff, but then he went back to her and they talked and all that, and they seemed okay. She got voted off, and then we voted him and Jen together. They were together for 2 days. Who'd you vote for them?
Jen to go with Corbin.
Oh hell no! I don't think. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I get the kissing part, but. Gabe literally, Beatrice got sent home, and then literally him and Jen had that convo the night he got kicked off where he was like, I'm really excited to just grow this together, and then they broke up. He's going home.
I mean, in the girls' defense, though, too, like, they don't see the conversations that Jen and Gabriel are having.
No.
Like, what we see it. So,
see, if you're in the village, you kind of have to, like, out that. Like, if I'm Jen, I'm going to, like, let people know my shit, so then a vote like this doesn't happen. Yeah,
I mean, you have to talk with the other girls constantly kind of thing to be like,
I think Jen was so worried about
what's happening.
I think Jen was also helping Kenzie a lot, and she was with Soul, so it was like she needed to focus on herself a little bit, and now I hope she does, because, all right.
Boys are acting childish. We've talked about that. I absolutely hated the way that they were talking to the girls. No one came to help Soul pack. Except for Jin.
That was sad.
We've already talked about how I feel like Soul kind of played the victim. Trinity was being so sassy, and I absolutely loved it. The way that she was like, so ready to yell at the boys.
That's why I love that.
I absolutely loved it.
I love that joke because they were like, Zach said like, again, we mentioned it, but Zach was like, yeah, no breakfast. And everyone's like, when Trinity was like that, everyone's like, Bryce is up at 7:30 making that breakfast for Trinity. You know he is. Like, I love that joke. I saw that. I absolutely
love that. But the way that she acted in that moment, I was like, thank you.
Yeah.
Since you're saying girls being called out on BS is ridiculous.
Did you remember Bryce said, what did he say? He was like, this is, what did he say about Gabe? It was like, when you like are against someone like sexually, he made a comment about Gabe and he was like, because he's a kisser, and he said that's like slut shaming or something. That was funny as shit.
I said Bryce saying girls were slut shaming Gabriel with the eye rolling emoji because I was like,
Casey, I don't know if you wrote this down. That actually reminds me when Casey actually had a good point because they were talking about Gabe being lustful, and he was like, everyone's slapping each other asses and making out. He's like, everyone's being lustful right now. Of course, not him, because him and Anaya are the grandma, grandpa. Remember he said, but
poor Anaya, we love her and her cute little bonnet.
She looked like a pilgrim.
Kenzie wore the exact same one because they like share clothes.
Remember Nick last season? He was like, I went in with like 3 pairs.
Yes.
Zach, I don't know if you noticed, Zach wore that white thing like 3 times already, and it's he's running out of clothes.
I'm so tired of him and the giant.
The green is gross,
and the green like cut off jacket. I'm like, I don't know what he's.
Bryce just has like 3 flannels.
I cannot.
What's
I
next?
put Jen keeps cutting Caleb off when they're talking. I didn't like that. So they went upstairs kind of thing, and they were like talking about how they're feeling and like what happened. Every time Caleb tried to say something, Jen instantly cut him
I didn't
off.
even clock that. That's funny.
It's like, Caleb can't get his sentence out.
I love
It's
Caleb.
Like, poor man.
Yeah, when they went up there together, I'm like, no. I was like, get away from each other now. I don't like it.
Honestly, I don't see them together.
No, I don't think that's his type.
No. I hate Zach's attitude talking to the girls. So the way that like he was talking back and forth with the girls, it was very disrespectful. Even when they like got on the couch to like talk with the girls and the guys, kind of thing. I was like, I don't like that. I did appreciate though Kinsey and Corbin
just fucked off.
They just like left.
Yeah, I noticed
like,
that too. I was like, they just
like,
left.
Okay.
They were butthurt because we don't like them.
Well, that and because they both had just gotten saved. They're like, we weren't a part of that decision.
No,
that was not us.
Also, again, that's a slight on Kenzie because Kenzie went up to Soul like 2 days ago and was like, hey, I'm here for you. And no one was there when she was packing. That was really sad. Kenzie should have been there to help her pack at least. Yeah. Stick by your word. That's not even just a Kenzie thing, but like Kenzie was the one who pulled Soul and was like, oh, we should be
like we should be friends kind of thing.
All right, sorry.
Your
Cornell notes. That's cool. You did a lot. I need to do more. I thought I did a lot.
So much. That I went back and like looked at it today, and I was like, oh, that's
no, I like it. No, keep doing it.
Okay. It's the teacher in me.
No, it's good. It's good.
Sincere should not be the one to be giving advice to Caleb. We've already talked about that.
Again, I don't think it's bad advice that he gave, but it's just not from him.
Yeah, that totally should have come from somebody else.
Yeah, I agree.
Because as Caleb, he's probably sitting there being like,
I think Sincere also did that because he knows Caleb probably doesn't want Melanie. Probably. He thought they're all safe, you know.
Yeah. Anaya in her little bonnet is everything. I absolutely love it.
I thought it was cool, but at some point I'm like, all right, take it off.
Her little sunglasses and bonnet tied around.
Yeah, she has nice hair.
She does. I love her.
Yeah.
Anaya said to suck a little toe when Corbin went in. Like she literally
she liked
said it like out loud to him. I was like, oh, okay.
Her and Bryce were easily the most freaked when it came to toes.
Yes.
Corbin did not fuck with it.
Oh, Jen commenting about how bad a kisser Bryce is. So that's two people.
So did you see the theory on that?
No.
There's two theories. Obviously, one of them has to be true. One is just Trinity doesn't care and Trinity likes him, which is probably the case. The other one is that that Bryce is kissing bad on purpose.
I don't know because it was also on night one.
I know
he was kissing bad.
Well, no, I thought the main one on night one was Zach. I thought no,
that's
Jen
when Kenzie
said
that.
No, it was about Zach because Kenzie kissed Zach. He was, and then that's when Zach fucked her over, and he was like, "Oh, you kiss like shit, anyways."
No, she said that he kisses like he has turtle tongue.
No, that was Zach.
No, that was Bryce.
Because literally Zach, I forgot Zach and Kenzie were even a couple. I forgot about that already. But yeah, they stopped kissing.
I thought they kissed, and she called him turtle tongue. Now I gotta Google it.
Oh God. Turtle tongue? What does that even mean?
It was too much tongue. Oh my gosh. All the FIFA stuff popping up on.
Don't worry about it. I'm sure you're right.
Probably.
Just skip it.
Fine. You can time Lewis's wife because I'm like, I gotta prove my point.
No, yeah.
Yeah, but I thought it was funny that there was two different comments talking about how bad the kissing was. I put Bryce was way too into this challenge between the toe licking and the thou and thee and all that stuff.
Come on, that's funny though. The thou is funny. Like, I like when they go into the challenge like that. Like the thou is funny.
I don't know. It was a little cringy, and that's coming from another millennial.
Oh God.
Like, yeah, it was just a bit much. I was like, oh, this is a little weird. I don't know if I like his personality. It was messy that Bryce picked Kinsey.
Was it Bryce who did that?
I think it was Bryce.
I thought that was funny as shit. And I like that they all laughed. Like Caleb was like, ah.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
It was funny, but I was like, oh, that's a little.
I like that no one's getting mad in challenges.
Yeah.
Minus Anaya, but and KC sometimes, but it's like, I don't know. I just like that everyone can like kiss and not really care. Now, Zach was like, I think low-key a little heated about the Caleb kiss because that was a pretty intense kiss.
Oh yeah, that was like my next one.
Ahead.
Caleb picking Kata must have been interesting for Zach after she wrapped her legs around him for a second time.
Do you believe Caleb when he says like she was the first one who got his eye? Because obviously it was like straight to Kenzie, but I think that was just because I do believe that probably Kata caught his eye, but then again
so
with the
too.
legs. But
yeah.
again, Kenzie was just a quick thing that he had to put. And I'm glad he's like, now he's like, well, I'm going to try other things because obviously you can't do. I like them together. I don't know.
I do too. I like Caleb and Caleb and Kata together better than Kata and Zach.
I agree. I can't wait to see Caleb open up a bit more. Like a lot of his friends on TikTok were saying like he does have a funny personality. It's just like he's kind of shy at first. And in the challenge he was getting a little loud, and he never gets loud. So I was like, I want to see Caleb kind of more funny and stuff. I think that'd be kind of cool.
I think so too. I saw like a compilation of like videos on TikTok.
Yeah, he's funny. He looks funny. He looks like a normal 21-year-old dude.
He really does. Yeah. He looks really sweet. I like him. Zach always seems pretty open until someone shows interest in Kata. And we kind of talked about that earlier.
Yeah, it's like you just want to string her along, and then once someone shows interest, you're like, nope.
Exactly, because she's getting interest in her. He's not getting interest in him kind of thing. Yeah. So I think that's kind of like part of the reason too. And then we kind of talked about it at the beginning when I went back and had to like rewatch 3 times.
Yeah.
About Bryce not saying to Trinity that Casey didn't say yes to keep Soul, but it was more of like he was acting like it wasn't his idea to get rid of Soul.
Yeah.
So, and I thought it was kind of interesting that Trinity was kind of stirring the pot in that situation, and I thought it was kind of pointed after Casey made the comment about him being surprised that Bryce and Trinity were in the top couples.
Yeah, that was I kind of agree with Bryce. I would get mad if I was Bryce too, because it's like that was the only thing that I think we can all agree on, because he was like KC was like, oh, just us two, and Bryce is like, why not me and Trinity? Like, we haven't done any, like, not that, like I agree why Bryce, but I don't think, again, there's like this whole storyline happening in the background with KC and Bryce that we're not seeing.
There's something going on, because there was another thing with, like, Casey making that comment, Casey making the face at the beginning of the season.
They definitely have some beef.
There's something happening.
Because you see the clip, it came out like a week ago, and in the background, you hear Bryce goes up to Casey, and he's like, why do you keep pulling my girl for a chat? And he says that to her in the background, apparently. And then there's that clip of them walking up to the wine table, and Casey's like sitting next to Trinity. Bryce like fucking mean mugs Casey, and it's like everyone's been using it in Brinity edits, and it's like there's some. I don't think they hate each other. I just think there's like some like beef there that they're not showing, which is going to be interesting to hear about out the villa as well.
Like when they start doing all the podcasts.
I can't wait for that.
But yeah, I kind of felt like Trinity was stirring the pot a little bit there with Anaya to kind of like get back at Casey a little.
A bad thing, like a bad way, or no?
I think so.
Like she's trying to do what like Sincere's doing.
Not so much like what Sincere's doing, but just kind of like, I don't know. It felt a little vindictive. Like it felt a little like she was trying to manipulate Anaya to have problems with Casey again after he had made that comment. Because when Bryce brings it up to Trinity, like, and they're having that conversation about it, her face instantly was like, what? Like,
I think she cares about it. I just think she's just not doing it in a certain way. If I had to guess, I think Trinity probably thinks Anaya needs another guy. Low key.
Probably. But that's not what the girls say to each other.
No,
which is so weird.
But that's Love Island. They're gonna put a facade on, and deep down it's gonna be one thing, you know?
Yeah.
But that's this week's episode. I mean, this show's a piece of shit. I mean,
I don't know. I'm into it.
Now I'm getting into it because now we're getting. I think this season's been a little but Casa Amor is really gonna spice things up. I just hope they pick some like baddies, because like Casa Amor last season was kind of mid on both sides. So
yeah, it was okay.
You need some like crazy. I mean, I saw someone say bombshells are supposed to be hotter than the main cast.
I did see that too.
So they need to keep that going. And again, I think this season will pay off good with Casa Amor. I just want to see more dates. I hope they do some dates. And is there anything we're changing here before we end it?
I think.
Does Kata deserve A? I mean, should she be S? I don't know what she's done wrong.
I mean, I guess we could put her up to S. I definitely still want to keep Zach lower.
No, yeah. I mean, we can almost just keep it. I don't know. Nothing really has changed. I really like these three. Really like. I mean, I'd put Anaya down to A almost. Like, she's still great. It's just there's just a lot of pop. Like every episode, she's freaking out about something, and it's like. At that point, just get another guy. It's like,
she does need another guy, because at this point, Casey is not it for her. Like, it feels like it's very forced with him being in there. And I did see someone say, like, Casey is staying with Anaya for the 100,000, basically. Like, it's not like an actual connection.
I think Casey does want love. I just get the vibe from him that he's just not really good at
talking to people.
Especially the girl he's with. Like, that's like the vibe I get.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Casey I don't think we know about. Like, when he mentioned the humor thing, that was kind of big. Because it was like, I think he understands what he's doing to Casey sometimes, but he just has to explain it better. Or to Anaya. Yeah. I think we can just leave it as it is.
I'm okay with
screw
that.
it. Now, again, we'll see you guys on Wednesday. When we see you next, we will be 3 days in the Casa. So... I'm
excited.
I'm gonna have to. Oh.
You're gonna have to.
I gotta go to fucking Walgreens again and print out this shit. That's why I was like, should I go out and get these black and white? I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I gotta go and get 10 people now, Casa. 5 girls.
5 girls, 5 guys.
All right, well, we'll get that, and we'll
need a bigger board.
No, it's gonna fit. It's for sure. But I'm really interested to see how this is gonna look on Wednesday. It's gonna have double the people on it at this point.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot.
And I don't know when the next time. So is no one getting sent home until?
It seems like we're only getting someone sent home once a week, which is crazy because I feel like we used to get more people sent home throughout the week. I thought they were sending 4 people home that night. I thought so too. I thought it was gonna be the bottom 2 couples are gone. I thought so too. Yeah. That was my thought, and they were like, send 1 of each to go home, and I was like, well, that's boring.
Yeah, it's boring. Yeah. Well, last thing we'll talk about because I forgot Casa. Were people in Casa sending people home before they all met up again?
I think
they were, right? Because then Alandria gets sent home.
Alandria
and they went home, and all the girls were like, no.
And then Alandria went to
the dumbass
to the main villa.
As much as I love Alandria and Nick, that was so forced. Them. I did not. I like them too.
It was very forced, but you could tell that
damn. So some of these people might get sent home without the other Islanders. Like that's gonna be fucking huge.
Could you imagine too, being like, okay, I'm gonna stay committed in my relationship, and then you find out when everybody comes back that your other person left, and now you're by yourself.
I'm saying it right now, America. If a bombshell from Casa Amor comes in here and sends Bryce or Trinity home, you will not be getting my viewership anymore. I will be canceling my Peacock. They are endgame, okay? Joey out. That's it. That's my final statement.
You're going to have to show me how to do a podcast.
I'm a number 1 Bryce Trinity lover. They are friends to lovers as fuck. It is going to be strong.
We'll see.
Trinity, you will be getting the 100K. Deal, no deal. That's it for me. That's my final speech. Everyone else here can blow it. Okay. No, but in all seriousness, Casa will be fun. We'll be covering that on Wednesday.
I'm excited.
I'm trying to get Logan on for an Invincible podcast, guys. I promise. I know it's been 6 Love Island episodes in a row. We're just ranking shit up. And then we're going to figure out afterwards what movies Kaylin likes. And then she can come on for movies because then it's no Love Island for a year.
I know. I thought about it the other day in the car. I was like, it's going to be a full year.
We're going to have to get a little cake. So we got to get a little cake and candles at the last episode. Be like, well, then we'll do Beyond the Villa, which Beyond the Villa is usually mid.
I'm 3 or 4 episodes in from last
It gets
season.
worse. Wait till they get to just keep watching it though. Wait till they get to
they're at
They do Thanksgiving already?
They did Thanksgiving already.
Jeremiah shows up with paper towels. That was kind of funny.
I was like, what?
But he's been pretty.
Coco and Clark going at it though at Thanksgiving. I was like, this is crazy, and nobody stepped in really except for
because it's
what's her name?
It's why would I want to step in?
Thank you. I'm like, we're all adults.
Did Bryson Amaya talk yet? Brian. Fuck. Oh my God. Now I'm juggling 2 seasons. It's.
No, it's okay. Yes, they did talk. I'm at
Maya's gonna piss you off.
TJ's birthday party.
Why TJ? He's a nice dude, but he's boring as hell.
Boring.
Him and Iris are and Iris are like unseasoned chicken.
I was gonna say they're too white.
It's I want to ask Iris out. I want to get a 1940s Corvette. I was literally sitting there
that was the most annoying thing ever. I was like, this is a marriage proposal. This is not
shit. Just ask the girl out one-on-one.
I'm pretty sure Lewis texted me when he asked me to be his girlfriend.
Oh, really? That's funny. Then, did you see Jeremiah and Andrina's thing yet?
Oh, yes. About how she's not interested in him. Or no, she's interested in him.
She is, but Jeremiah's flirting all the time.
Yeah.
That's stupid. All these people are stupid in that season.
I didn't like Jeremiah from the start, let's be completely honest.
I did. I just think he's I don't know. And then I mean, if you're making me like Pepe, that's you're kind of something's going on.
I feel bad for
I do
Pepe.
too. Thank you. Did you see the episode where they were at the Christmas party? Have you seen that yet?
No,
and he was
I haven't
there.
seen the Christmas party.
And it was him, Iris, and he was Iris shows a text, and Iris is here's a text. He's yeah, show the rest of them. She's my phone's dead. And TJ's can we get a charger? It's because Iris is obviously lying. I love Bella. Bella can't. The heroes of love. No, just wait. because Bella ends Iris, and it's really actually good.
Okay, I'll have to wait because I didn't like Bella in the villa, and I didn't like Bella after the villa.
I thought Bella in the villa was hot because she was like doing like the no kissing shit, and then she got fucked over, and then she did that one challenge where she was like, "I'm gonna show you what you could have got." Boom, Bella, that was hot as shit, Bella.
I don't know. She does no kissing, but girl, you're on Love Island.
No, that's
like, come on.
Wait till like the end of Beyond the Villa, because she really does end like because all this thing happened. It's really like Grayson and Coco and her versus like Iris and Hannah, because Iris and Hannah, like, it's just about like how they're all doing these things together, but then like they all have a clique, and then like they're not really invited.
They're very, like,
Bella's like, I just care with kindness. Oh, she ends Iris. I love it. I don't like Iris. So yeah, that's that. We will see you guys on Wednesday when we are 3 days into Casa Amor. So cool. Yay. Till then, see you later.
Bye.
Bye.